Hey you guys, it's MJ from IUNPLUG. I'm actually unlisted right now. I want to just try to keep it focused and clear for myself ultimately. So I'm wishing you guys lots of love and just a wonderful, beautiful day today. I appreciate your guys's love heart vibrashe. I did randomly put a post out this morning being like, I'm not going live. I need to heal. And I have errands to run today, but actually after waking up, and I had one of those nights when you're clearing stuff where I was just like coughing a lot. I did get some sleep, but I'm having some of those physical symptoms. Ultimately, there's a lot of pressure in the head, there's some coughing, there's some clearing, and at the same time I'm uber duper present with them as old patterning, old human consciousness programming around the vulnerability of our bodies, around the disconnection of the mind, body, spirit, emotion. And ultimately we're coming into union via those fields via our awareness. And that's really kind of the Christed awareness, the awareness of divinity. It's not an egotistical, it's not manipulative, it's just pure love heart vibrashe. You guys get that. So I think part of the reason I was ushered to speak is because we're getting more and more information about the upcoming equinox energy, this full moon. I want to say a full moon in Libra, but I could be totally off on that. Because would it be Pisces? Anywho, you guys know that I'm not an astrologer. I tend to kind of keep my finger on the pulse, as it were, and I have some really lovely astrologers at the same time. It's something that I'm interested in as far as higher learning goes, just for fun, for a hobby, to do some courses or retreats about astrology. So I often find that these collective energy reports are substantial, are of value for people navigating the energies. And when we say navigating the energies, it's just how we feel, i.e. our emotions. Are we feeling tired? Are we feeling, like I was saying earlier, about I'm fully aware of like the head pressure, this clear out that's happening on the physical. And it's not that we're sick. It's not that there's all this, I'm so wrong and awful and disgusting. No, it's in fact very much the other. It's like we're really clearing and shifting into these new energies, which we've been getting little taste bites of over these last few years. Those of us who have definitely taken the leap, and those of us who are engaged with conscious transformation, you know, pioneering our most loving, our most joyful, our most epic life, our most awesome life in unity and in service, i.e. in alignment with our heart, in alignment with our innocence and our kind of all like curiosity. So in alignment with that, we permission ourselves to feel joyful in our bodies, to feel fulfilled in our livelihoods, to feel engaged, purposeful, and also in deep resonance connection with our families and our communities and our friends, right? If we don't have that, we're living still in separation. If we're still moaning and complaining about stuff, then we're ultimately still working through those separation wounds, right? So I always think of the physical clear out as like a final clear out, which is why this share is called the turning point. March 2019 is ultimately like a turning point month. There's huge new spring-like beginnings, new beginnings, which it's like we've been working towards in an accelerated way over these last few years. So now we're seeing the manifestation of new paradigm communities. We're seeing the manifestation and the connectivity of ourselves with other, and that's online, in the physical, and probably in the astral and ethereal realms. There's a lot of people talking about connecting in dream time and having remote viewings and seeing certain things through dream time. So there's a lot of different ways that new paradigm energies, frequencies are connecting and thus creating new worlds, new avenues, new opportunities for much more of the collective. Now then, with the mass collective, what we're going to start to see is, again, these sort of huge upheavals and shifts and changes. So massive disclosure around the banking system and massive disclosure around the food corp, and then a transition for more and more people making demands and accountability and responsibility via these corporations, via the governmental bodies, and our banking system. So as the humanity, i.e. the mass consciousness in this realm, as that rises up, that energy is ultimately going to start to break down, and or we're going to be focusing on. So a lot of us have really exciting new creative projects that we're going to be working on in the coming years, and ultimately the energies that you're in right now is setting the tone for how you want your life to feel and look, and what kind of you know, what you feel inside yourself would be most useful. And so the turning point, again, we can so go on and on about there's incoming waves. And part of this share was something I watched yesterday about all of the useful things that we can do during this time, including unplug, be on our phones and devices and our TVs way less. If you can stop watching TV altogether during this time, that would be fantastic. Hang out outside. I'm total confess, needing to spend more time outside, although the weather has been pretty miserable. Yesterday was a good day. No excuses, MJ. So like, yeah, just spend some time outside. It ideally, if you're in a decent climate, you could even like take your shoes off, plant your bare feet on the soil, on the ground, and like stand there in contemplation or meditation. A lot of meditation, a lot of relaxation. I've talked about this kind of stuff before, but it's worthy of reiterating, you guys, that if your body's asleep, honor it. Let it sleep. If you're hungry, honor it. Let it sleep. Trust, deeply trusting. This is something I'm having to really anchor into, is like mega, uber profound self-love. Even with all of the toxicity, even with all of the perceived ugliness, fear, separation, hatred, disgust, you're never going to get there. You're never going to win. You're never going to be able to get further. Even with all that energy that makes you feel like, oh my God, I'm never going to get over this pattern. Even that, even that, you can like stand down and be like, devil, get thee behind me. You have no place in my reality anymore. I'm breaking free from millennia of oppression. I'm breaking free from millennia of disconnection, of disempowered states, of forgetfulness, of dream spell, of time, of space, of military money, fear, breaking free from all of that as a construct. And I choose to shine my light as my choice. I choose as my desire as well. You know, my desire is my choice, is my service to the world, not my distorted, fed desire, not the desire of achieve more, be more, blah, 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 from the external world's point of view, but the desire that is born from a heart of compassion, the desire that is born of a heart of innocence, but this is just how I want to show up in the world, and this is how I want to be in the world, and this is what feels good to me. So knowing that those creative expressions are there for us, and whatever feels most timeless, that's your juice, that's your creative outlet. So do lots of that. Spend time with friends. Again, I would say one of the biggest pieces to not deny the body. So if the body's tired, sleep. If you're awake, be awake. You know, and then I'm hearing lots of juice, lots of water, clean water, high vibration. You could even meditate and send some hot vibrashe to the water, to the juice, to the food, whatever you're consuming. I'm definitely getting guided. Yesterday, so obviously I'm clearing stuff, but like this has got lemon juice in it and a little orange juice mixed with water. And then I've also been making myself little orange juice with spirulina. So I'm ramping up my greens right now, not my fresh greens for certain zero waste reasons, but I'm getting the spirulina in to kind of top up some vitamins, minerals, and protein as well. So yeah, just make sure you're really listening to your body. I'm feeling a lot. Because this is turning point though, there's sort of like a relief feeling, like we're nearing the end of this like big push through. So there's positive excitement, there's beautiful new realities, there's instantaneous apparition of transformational energy as well. So a lot of the patterns we've been working through, we'll clear it out, we'll shift it out, we'll step into the new a lot quicker than we have done in past cycles. And then that acceleration will just continue. And just stay disciplined. So stay hot la vibrashe for all of you. Make it compassion, non-judgment. Honor where your heart and your body really is. Detach from thought, detach from thinking, and or focus your mind. Focus your mind on the positivity, the love, the desire, how you want to feel, what you're kind of creating. Get in that real childlike place, right? Get in that real daydreamy kind of childlike innocence, imagination place, because that really is your creative essence. And then anything that is opposed to that, so anything that feels hard, that feels dense, that feels heavy, that feels all the shit and the shame that you had to take on for your own upbringing and your own learning in this lifetime, all of that, you can just be super duper thankful. Thank you for teaching me. A lot of us learn via the body, not just external circumstances. Other people learn via external circumstances. A lot of us are learning via the vessel itself. And obviously the emotional field, because that's here, right here in the vessel, right? It's not out there. So we're learning in our own unique way. The empath is, for me personally, definitely a very direct. That's how we're learning about manifestation first via the body, so that we can have a sense of mastery or dominion over here, not a control to dominate, but rather a innocent and curious, heartfelt birthing of the truth that you are. And then as we shine that out, that becomes the set, crystallized, new path, new paradigm that we walk. And then we continue to see the manifestations to reflect that new crystallized, divine, more harmonious form. It's not like higher, better, or worse. It's just the awakening path, as it were. It's just what's going to continue to happen across the field. We see more radiance. We see more timelessness in our beingness. So our bodies become more obviously regenerative and obviously more light-filled. Any of the baggage, the past, the fear, the suffering, all of that gets swept away, back and stored into the infinity loop of the Earth Akashic record. And then we can just, it's like the upload complete. It's that now we kind of walk on water. We kind of just continue to commit to that light-filled expression of truth in the knowing that we are in these forms. And then as we walk that, then it becomes an accelerated manifestation path. At the same time, it's shining back a new holographic reality for the masses. And that's up to each and every one of us. We'll be getting downloads. We'll be getting guidance. A lot of us will be getting guidance right now as far as what's the next project, what's the new phase, and then the people will arrive. I have no doubt about it. You guys message me if you want to have some one-to-one time. Check out our online courses. Thank you for being here. I'll be continuing to clear out, but I appreciate your guys' love and support as always. And I'm really looking forward to having some sessions with some of you who have booked. You guys have an awesome day. Thank you, as always, for sharing these videos and just for feedbacking to me that they're being received and met with some use. And that's a huge part of this, is that you guys are gaining value or feeling a positive kind of reflection and really resonating, right? So I love you guys, and thank you for just bearing with me during this clear out. It doesn't happen very often, but I'm aware that when there's really big shifts happening, the body will often express itself in really beautiful ways. So I love you guys. Have a beautiful day, and I'll speak to you probably tomorrow. Peace out.